that match, Derek will now be donating $50. And then you also have a match with Mary
Yes.
for 300,
Which
and
is this coming Friday at 6:30.
the loser
Here
of
at the
that
Rum
match
Runner.
is going to donate 300.
Yes.
Yeah, love the support. Support is fantastic.
And so we have it on record. Jack Murray just said, since I won that match, he's donating $50.
Oh, fantastic.
And if I win my next match against Tommy, he's going to donate 100. And then a match I win after that, he'll donate another 50. So we have the money rolling in.
Oh, my goodness.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love the support.
Andy Hughes, we just want to check in with you, man. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, Daniel.
And
I'm glad you could make it.
I really appreciate all your help. That you gave me a lot of assistance this week in wrangling some people together and getting me all that information and helping me make corrections on the
which were a lot of corrections.
The players list and all that. And
let me just say, everybody buy raffle tickets.
Yes.
Exactly.
For those two Mushi cues.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got 2 Muchi cues over here, so come on in to the Rum Runner. You can pick up a raffle ticket.
Pick up some food.
And thanks to Muchi Cues for stepping up and helping us out. And thank you to Andy Hughes, too. Actually, he was kind of instrumental this year in convincing me to come out here. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Glad you did. I missed you last year.
Yes.
Well, I missed me last year, too.
Yeah, we both missed you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got double booked at the I had to do the Terry Stonier event, and I had committed to that about 6 months prior, and I just didn't think about it. I didn't think, oh, the Rum Runner,
Right.
So it was too late. I had already committed. But this year the Terry Stonier moved to April, so we were happy to.
That's good.
That they,
Hate to
it's not
see
double booked.
big tournaments like this conflict. It's
Yeah,
not good for pool.
yeah. It's extremely difficult. I mean, there's a big event happening in Louisiana right now that
Right,
all the
Scotty
big
Townsend.
all the big champions are there, and it's all the power to them. It's a great event.
We're lucky you live close enough that you picked us to come to instead. That's my take on that one.
Well, they got the
it's our
streaming
game.
covered over there.
Yeah.
And there'll be there's a big crowd in here right now, but next week for the women's charity tournament, boy, it's going to be packed.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Even
So-
better than last year.
So thanks a lot, Andy. It looks
I
like this
appreciate it.
match has just started. We're going to provide coverage.
Make sure that Stacy fills you in all the scores or whatever. She didn't have any stories, but she's got a lot of scores.
I got some stories.
Oh, she's got some
I got
stories.
a couple.
She's just telling me about her phone number that's 15 years old.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's 18,
Her
19
her
years
Riverside
old,
phone number.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, or Victorville. That's
Yeah.
right.
Tomorrow maybe we'll share some Andy Mercer stories.
I'd love it.
Absolutely.
I'd love it. Andy Mercer, and thanks to Andy Hughes.
So to give you an update, Joe PG already won the first game against Chris, so Joe's up 1
Oh, well, there
to
you
nothing.
go. How's
We
that
have
possible?
Ramin won the first game against Sean Lane, and he has a new nickname that I just learned about in the ladies' room, funnily enough. They call him Top Ramen or Noodles. So I love both of those, and I'll be using them as much as possible. We also have Martin Bick versus Ray Skinandor getting ready to start. Balls are racked, and Ken
Nice
Sarah
kick.
Gilesworth and John Lalo are starting now as well. So we'll keep you updated on those.
Joe PG, he just got out of a great safety.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Beautiful.
just played a real nice kick.
He didn't leave Chris a whole lot. I mean,
No.
and Chris has a lot of firepower. Chris is a very aggressive player,
Chris is definitely, he's formidable.
and he's mostly big table, but I think the transition from big table to bar table is a lot easier than the opposite. You know,
Absolutely.
that transition from bar table to big table can be a much different adjustment.
Beautiful
he
cut
just
shot down the rail.
Fired that in, got a nice little kick or nice little bump from the 5 ball to be straight in on the 4. I don't see any problems with this rack. Nothing touching a rail, nothing touching each other. Billy says he'll take Joe.
Billy
Okay.
Chang. Billy Chang's got a lot to say, man. I'm reading through the chat room. Holy moly. Thanks, Billy. Thanks for all your input, buddy.
Yeah, and I have to disagree with you. I'm going to root for Chris on this one. My opinion is that Chris will be victorious, but we'll see. Again, an alternate break, anybody can win.
Yeah, you gotta love Chris Stanfield in this match in a way because he's just so fluid. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
he doesn't drink, so you know that alcohol's not going to play a factor in that. So.
Yeah. He's you know, he's changed quite a bit since I met him 5 years ago. So,
yeah, for sure.
And you know, I just loved Chris. He's a great guy.
He's a sweetheart.
Even when he was drinking, I loved the guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
So Chris takes one.
Well, you picked a good stream to watch to get your mindset back in it. There's a lot of fun matches to watch.
Michael Hogue Rennie is in South Korea saying, hey. Who we got? Hey, my buddy Gary Onamura just came in. Hold on a second. Let's check in with you, Gary, while those balls are being racked. What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up, Daniel?
Gary Onamura, he's the owner of Good Times Billiards on Charleston. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, Daniel.
I saw on the bracket you got knocked to the one lost side, right?
Yep.
That don't matter, right?
Don't matter. Today's a new day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who's your match against?
Tommy Lips. Tommy Lips.
Oh, you're playing
right.
Tommy Lips?
Yeah.
You ain't scared of no Tommy Lips.
You ain't scared of anybody.
Just gotta play your game, you know.
Alternate break race to 6, anybody can win. You know, you just gotta
win.
focus on winning on your break.
Yeah. Gary Onamura, man, he's got one of the best venues in Las Vegas, man.
Well, and not only that, but he brings the Hawaiian heritage with some really good food. So if you ever go by there, make sure you check out the food too.
Yeah, he's got the Ono.
The barbecue plate is fantastic. If you want something to try, the barbecue plate is amazing.
Yep, and don't forget, Ono stands for Onomura.
Thank you, Stacy and Daniel. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. We're going to get back to the action now. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got score update. Kin won that first game. Sarge is up 1-0 over John Lalo. No score yet against Ray and Martin. And Ramin still up 1-0 over Sean. Chris Stanfield did win that game, so it is now 1-1. He got a good kick out of that ball, left a little tough. Joe's got a combo or figure out some way to play safe. I think on a bar table with where the 5 is, I kind of like that combo.
I think the combo's on.
Anytime that ball's that close to the rail, it's a little bit easier to make.
Just got to bear down on this shot, you know, which is very difficult to do in a room like this. You know, there's a lot of distractions, a lot of noise, you know.
A lot of drunks, a lot of...
easy to make a mistake.
Yeah. And it's Vegas, and they're smoking inside, and if you're not used to being around that, I know a lot of players that don't play here normally end up having an issue with that, just with it being a bar, with there being smoking inside. That's another added element that there's really no way to plan for it. So he's got quite a cut on a 3, or he could bank it. I think in this position, I actually bank it because it's a little bit easier to kill the cue ball for the 4. What do you do here? Do you bank this ball or do you cut it on the side?
I bank it, Stacy, because, you know, it's pretty good shape on the 4 if you can just stiff it in a little bit. Not too hard. The cue ball won't run away too far.
Yep, I think he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, and he's overbanked it.
Yeah, he didn't put any draw on that ball.
Yeah, but look what he's done here.
He tied up the 4, but Chris actually has an angle to possibly do something with that, and we'll see. We'll see what angle he actually has once he shoots it. He hit it with some force. He was trying to get the 9 all the way back out. Didn't get there, and
he's hooked himself. And I don't know if the kick is that easy because he's got that the 7 ball. He's going to have to maybe one rail this.
Yeah. Yep.
And well, how does he hit the 1 rail with the 6 there?
He has enough room to get it. It looks like he's going 2.
You know what? You could just play a foul here.
Yeah.
There's no way to make a ball. No way to hit a ball.
Yeah, I mean.
Just you're okay. You're okay. Ball in hand for Joe. What's he going to do? He's just going to lock him up again somehow.
Yeah, and an update, Martin Bick won that first game against Ray. and that was Ray's break. So now Martin is breaking 1-0. And Sean Lane took a game back from Ramin. They're now tied 1-1.
Can I ask you a question? Do you guys get along? You got can I throw you a jack? For a little bit? Yeah.
Throw him in there.
Do you remember how to keep the score on the?
Switch seats.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Switch seats. Well, actually, stay there because then we can. I'll stay here.
Oh, okay.
And I'll keep score.
Perfect.
Okay. No, Jack, right there, or Stacy, whichever.
You tell me where I'm supposed to be.
No.
So, welcome Jack Murray to the booth, local player.
Well, thank you.
How's it going, Jack?
It's awesome. It's an amazing place to be. It's awesome to be here with Stacy. Stacy's done a fantastic job. She knows just about everybody that's in Vegas, so she's a great person and a great source. Tucson source.
I heard you've been here for a while.
Ish.
Yeah. This is a continuation of yesterday.
Ish.
So this is what we're watching happen right here. This is the feature match. We got Chris Stanfield versus Joe PG. The people in the chat think Joe's gonna win. I disagree. I'm rooting for Chris in this match.
Well, I've got to say that my personal rooting is for Chris, only because he's a local Vegas guy, and he's a guy that he's beat me in too many tournaments, so I kind of want to see him do well. But,
yeah, you always want the person that beats you to beat everybody else. It makes you feel better about your losses.
But Joe plays good. Joe's a good player.
Yeah, they both play really well. Player. He's a good defensive player. He's a good thinker, and I think the chat's already been talking about that, about the fact that he's played some good safeties.
Absolutely.
And we're probably going to see him try to come up with one right here because he can't make this ball.
I'm curious to see what he plays here.
Yeah. Yeah, good control. He's going to try to keep Chris tied up as much as possible. If you leave Chris an open table, he can and most likely will get out. Same thing with Joe. They're both a high-caliber player.
And this really comes down to, are you comfortable with your jump cue, or are you comfortable playing kick safe?
And I think that's why we're not seeing him, is because that's what he's doing, is putting together the jump cue. So he answered that question already. Yep, he's comfortable with it enough that he's going to bust out the short stick for this one. We'll see not only if he makes contact, but how well he controls the cue ball afterwards, because he's got to kind of kill it to have a shot on the 6.
That's a whole shot.
Yeah.
It's not just making the ball, it's controlling the cue ball and where you can get.
So you didn't play in this year, right?
No, I played in the Dock Hill.
Yep, tried to get in and couldn't, right?
Yep, it was
you were
capped
an alternate?
Up. It was capped up. I was like the 9th alternate.
Yep. So he did jump the ball. He made good contact. He almost got a safe, but he didn't. And I have a feeling Joe's gonna.
There's a play on the 4.
Joe's gonna shoot this 4 on the side and run out. Is my prediction.
I would agree with you.
Yep. It's a natural angle to come back around for the 6. The 7's easy. The 8's easy. The 9's sitting in front of the side. I don't see a whole lot of obstacles in his way. So we'll see if his run-out game is as good as his safety game.
And the best part is if he plays a different aspect of it, it doesn't matter because you're all
wow.
good.
He
got
almost.
close to the 9. He got close to that 9 ball.
He almost hooked himself, but didn't. I don't think he did.
That's great. It was a good shot. Smooth shot on the side.
Thanks, Russ. I appreciate it. And yes, everybody appreciates what Daniel does and keeps us in the know with what's going on in the pool community for sure. Awesome, free, live, high-quality coverage of one of my favorite events every year. So thank you to Daniel, POVPOOL.
That's one of my favorite things. I love what Daniel does. I mean, I always watch and promote his events and what he puts out there because it's just fun to watch and promote good pool.
Yep.
That's the best part about this is Daniel's always promoting the best events. And not many people understand what this Mercer, the Andy Mercer event is. This is an amazing professional event.
Yep.
There's the top skill level players are here.
Well, and I think Daniel with POV, and then Bo and Raw Hannah with On the Wire Creative Media are two of the best at putting out high quality free streams to really keep the public going. And so always make sure that when you see people like that support, make sure you donate. Take time to send those thank yous. If you're here, if you're coming by this weekend, make sure that you buy some raffle tickets for the Mucci Q. It's what made it possible for him to be here.
Absolutely. You got some great Mucci Qs here. They're raffling those off. It's for the benefit of the people that are running it, and that's the only way they're making money for this. So that's the best part about this is, you have to support the people who are supporting pool.
Yep.
So if you are here and you're out and about, come by, buy a raffle ticket, support pool in the whole.
We're making Daniel yawn.
So do we get embarrassed? Was Daniel embarrassed there for a second? I thought he got embarrassed.
He did. His face is a little red.
He's a little red. I was just saying, he looked a little red.
Yeah, and a little bit of an update. Joe won that game, so he's up 2-0, except it's now Chris's break, so Chris has a chance to even the score. We have Martin Big just sunk the 9-ball to go up 2-0 over local Ray Skinador, and you have Ramin Noodles Top Ramen up 3-1 over Sean Lane.
And that's, honestly, this is one of my favorite parts about the Andy Mercer, is you have 4 tables. You have 4 tables. You've got 4 tables of action, but everybody is watching every table. I mean, you have names on every table. There's top names at every table.
Yep.
But there is not a bad match on any table. That's what I love about this.
And Chris just missed that bank, but he's wearing that green necklace. He's got the luck of the Irish on his side, and he ended up with a safe on that after missing the bank. So, a little bit of the luck of the Irish.
I'll take the Irish luck.
Yeah. I'm rocking my green today. I have my green tie and my Irish for the day pin, as you can see. It's
yeah. No, we got the Masters. It's the Masters.
So I have my tie, and I have my Irish for the day. Got to rep. Got to make sure. I walked into the St. Patty's Day parade this morning, 4th largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the country.
And I participated in nothing.
Yeah.
Today.
You participated in the rum runner.
I was in the bar. I was in the bar. That was about it.
We have
no volume on TV.
We have a visitor in Joe Alvarez.
Sorry, thank you.
So Joe PG did turn that back over to Chris, and now Chris has a chance to run out.
And Chris has been playing good pool. I've watched him play.
He's been playing a lot of big table.
Yeah, he's playing a lot of 9-foot pool. And I'll tell you, a 9-foot pool, it helps you in this, but you have to play smart.
It's like going from a golf course to a mini putt.
Exactly. But the question is, are you still in stroke?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this felt is not too crazy new, so you do still have to hit the balls with some accuracy.
I believe this felt was new before the Mercer.
Before the Dock Hill.
The Dock, yes.
I love it. You already got people planning on attending all the West Coast swing events. That's always nice.
The West Coast swing is an awesome event. I love how much they follow that and what they do with
between that and the Mez West, there really wasn't a whole lot of West Coast tours. So there
was really nothing to go by.
They've given a lot of
those 2 events are amazing.
Yep.
I mean the Mez West and the West Coast swing.
Yep.
I mean, the West Coast swing, those are 2 amazing events, and I love to see that.
Yeah. And you know, now Arizona has a women's tour, but they've now decided that every event this year they're going to run a men's open event concurrently with the women's event. So Arizona trying to put a stamp on getting something more established for the men as well, except they get to play second fiddle to the women, which always makes me kind of happy because the women is the main event and the men is the...
There's nothing wrong with the men playing second fiddle to the women.
Yep.
I got to say that.
Yep.
And what I enjoy more than anything
yeah.
is the light that it brings to pool.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so many people that are happy about this.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the Arizona event. I'm talking about all these events.
Yeah.
Everybody that talks about it has a smile in their voice when they're talking about it to other players.
Yep.
Sure, you share it on Facebook. That's awesome. That's fantastic. You share it. You do, and you should. Everybody should share everything because that's how we market and we do things. But what you need to do is you need to smile and enjoy and embrace pool. That is, in my mind, that is what is most important here.
And Chris Stanfield did get out that game, so it's 2-2 with Joe's break.
West Coast Swing now has Scott Frost's Freezer's Ice House.
Oh, yeah, and Daniel was just letting us know that West Coast Swing added 2 events at Scott Frost's new place, Freezer's Ice House, one of the nicest pool rooms you will see. They got LED lights on almost every table. They got big table, they got bar table, they got good food, good staff.
That is going to be a fantastic event. You have the West Coast Swing going through Freezers. Freezers is the pool place in Tucson. Sorry, I'm a Tucson guy. In Arizona to play.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
You're not a Tucson guy. You're a Vegas guy. You live here now.
Ish.
Yeah.
I'm still a Tucson guy at heart. I tell you, I'm a Tucson guy at heart. But Scott Frost plays what Scott's doing. He's done fantastic things in his room.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love what he's doing there.
So Joe made a ball in the break and took the opportunity to play safe. And I have a feeling, with the way it's lined up and how close it is to the pocket, Chris is breaking out the short stick. I think he's going to try to jump this ball in.
Cue?
Yeah, he had a good jump earlier. He made good contact, just didn't make the ball. This one's a little bit closer to the pocket, but he's a lot farther away from than he was last time. So we'll see how he does. Ben says hi, Jack. Ben's listening to the stream. He says hello.
Ben's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Ben's got a good stroke.
Yeah.
That'd be a Benny Breaks.
Yeah, and he's playing in this tournament. Oh, wow. So he might want to keep the jump cue out because he can't see the 3 ball. He may just masse around it, but the 4's tough. Even if he makes this 3, that 4 is tough. And I don't see him running back for the jump cue yet, so it looks like he is just going to try to masse this ball. I don't think that he can see it. Maybe he can. He looks like he's coming down on the cue ball quite a bit.
An odd stroke there. Yeah, I think you're right.
Tap into the venom again with this one. The more people that get in here, wow, he could see just enough of the edge of that ball.
Oh, my goodness, yeah, that was a great shot.
He rolled too far. I don't think he's going to have enough to make the 4. We'll see. It's tough to see the angles. He's stroking it like he can see the whole ball, so we'll see what he does with it. If he wins this rack.
Chris, this is an awesome out for Chris. If he gets out here, this is a great out for Chris.
And it just got tougher because now he's on the rail and he's going to try to get the cue ball back to the other end of the table. He's got an angle, but tough to do much with it when the cue ball's on the rail. He hit it beautifully. Hit that ball beautifully.
That was a brilliant stroke.
And he left himself an angle to get back on the 7. He can shoot the 7 in either pocket, whether he wants to slide down or go long rail, long rail.
I'm just honestly jealous that I didn't have that stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Because that was a brilliant stroke. I mean, he hit that great.
And he just slid down the table for the 7, but he's getting real close to his work, and he's not going to like it.
That's not a good spot to end up in.
Man, he's either going to try to make it or try to play safe behind the 8 with a cue ball.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble here.
He's in trouble, but you always get a chance to play safe. You always get a chance to, if you can't make the ball, make it so the next person can't make it either. It's always my goal. If I can't make it, neither can you.
We played different games, but I love your game.
And he didn't quite get there.
There's a reason why you always beat me.
It's because I get lucky. That's why.
That's because you play smarter than I do.
I'm wearing green underneath. You just can't see it.
Hey, I get never mind.
Nobody wants to know about your green underneath, Jack.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good on that.
Chris definitely gave Joe an opportunity here. He could have broken Joe's serve here. This was Joe's break, so he could have won this game and then been breaking.
I don't think Joe has a full shot of this.
Oh yeah, he can see the whole ball. He can see the whole ball. He hit it perfect.
No, yeah, he's out.
He'll go short rail and back down for the 9. Easy out. He's taking his time. He's got. He's froze on the rail with the cue ball.
The best part is you also have people around you, so you want to make sure you're good to go.
The tables are far enough apart that you're not on top of each other, but you definitely do have to have some etiquette. So we got score updates on the other tables. We got John Lalo won the next 2 games, so he's now up 2-1 over Sarge. Martin Bick is still 2-0. Score hasn't updated there. That's been a long game on that table. And then Ramin has stepped on the gas. He's up 5-1 over Sean Lane. And they've played each other many times, I'm sure at least a couple of times in this tournament.
Yeah,
Joe does get out there, so he is now up 3-2, and it is Chris's break. Chris really wanted to win that game to be up 3 and breaking. Now he's down 1 and breaking. He needs to win this to try to stay in the game. All right, let's see what Chris does with his break.
Because that's honestly in this tournament, the break is the emphasis. If you don't make a ball in the break, if you don't control the break.
Oh, an alternate break for sure. That's everything.
That's huge.
And Chris scratches, so he's going to give Joe a chance to extend the lead. We'll see if Joe can run out the rack or if he ends up having to play a safe. It's not an easy rack, but there's also nothing really tied up. You got to get good position. The 2 to the 3 is going to be key because I don't think the 3 goes by the 4 ball in the corner. So he's got 2 pockets for the 3 ball. He's got the corner and the side.
We'll
see how he chooses to get there.
Might go in the side, but it's
well,
one
it
of
goes
those
in
where
the side by the 8, but I don't know if it goes in the corner past the 4.
Right, I agree with you, and that's the hard part in this is what goes where.
Yeah.
And that's the question whenever you get ball in hand in any rack.
Yeah.
You need to find out what goes where.
You got to work backwards.
What goes where? That is the best question to ever ask yourself. What goes where?
So now we're going to see what he decided on the 3 ball, where he wants to be, where he's planning on playing it. And it looks like he's eyeing it for the side pocket, but we'll see.
It looks like he made it just a play shape for the 2 in the corner.
Yep, right in the pocket.
Oh, that was bad stroke.
That's
that
the
was
risk
a bad
of that
stroke.
shot.
Bad stroke.
Now that trouble ball turns into the easiest
That's
ball of the rack.
Now you turn it into how do you give your opponent ball in hand?
Yeah.
Is what just happened.
Yeah, or how do you not give the opponent ball in hand? And he was trying to slide past the 5. It didn't work, but that Irish lug is still working for him. He bumped the 5 and still ended up perfect in the opposite corner. He's going to play for the 6 in the side. Square should be tied up pretty quickly, and then we're back to Joe's break. So we got Ray won that last game. Martin Bick is now up 2-1. And John Lalo won the last game, so he's now up 3-0 or 3-1 over Sarge. Sarge won the first game and hasn't won one since. Ramin still trucking against Sean. And he has an 8 and a 9 left. So if he makes this 8 and 9, he wins and he will knock Sean out of the event.
Go to
YouTube, POVPOOL. YouTube.
POVPOOL.
If you go to YouTube and search for
and that is the best way to find us is POVPOOL.
Yeah, if you go to POVPOOL/watch, POVPOOL.com/watch, or if you go to YouTube and just type in POVPOOL, the first thing that comes up will be the Andy Mercer live video.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely not POV.com.
Huh. POVPOOL.
Don't do that.
No, not POV. POVPOOL.com/watch. You will get some
we
rated
have,
X stuff.
We have the godfather of us telling us that you are correct.
Yes.
Maybe I should get sponsor money from POV.com.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I wonder how many people go there on accident. Yeah.
But they're good accidents.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Henry is right. The rest of today is going to be one loss side. The first 4 matches tomorrow at noon will be winner side matches. Then they'll play rounds of the loser side, go back to the winner side. So the rest of today, everybody is trying to get to the cash. Anybody that makes it to Sunday is in the money. They're not in the Calcutta yet, but they are in the money. And you see Chris just played that safety, trying to contain Joe, make sure that he gets another shot at this wide open rack.
That's a good spot. That's a good play, too.
Yeah.
That is a strong defensive play.
Yeah, controlling both balls. Chris also plays a lot of one pocket, so he has a lot of knowledge of controlling the cue ball as well as the object ball. You don't realize how much of that you need until you play one pocket. You don't. Yeah, you don't realize how important the cue ball is. My 9-ball game went up 2 or 3 balls after I started playing and competing in one pocket.
Amazing game. When you watch people play, you see how they do it.
When you watch it, it's boring. When you start playing it, you really get more into it, and you really learn how important that cue ball control is. And it looks like he can see the side of the 1, so he might try to billiard this 7 in and try to end up with a shot at the 1, or he could just combo it, miss, leave Chris a shot. Chris may be able to cut this 1 ball in. He may. We'll see. It's a little bit of a tough angle, but he could also bank the 1 into the 7 and leave the cue ball down table.
That's what I'm looking at.
If he can't make it, that's what he'll do.
Thin aspect.
Yep.
Where you thin the ball.
Yeah.
And this is where my game is weak. I'm such a gopher.
Yeah.
I like
go
to
for
shoot.
everything.
I love going for shots.
Well, and with this shot, it's tough because if you thin it too much, you leave the 1 hanging in the hole. You don't want to hit the point when you're trying to thin it.
And you're so correct.
But I think he's trying to make it.
I think he's playing.
Yeah, he was trying to make it.
Yeah, he played it very well.
And he got another double bounce off of the 5 to roll up just enough to where he can make the 2. So the rolls are definitely on his side for the first half of this match. He has gotten some helpful bumps.
He's not upset.
Yeah. So as a reminder, like Daniel just mentioned in the chat, make sure you put a like on the video, subscribe to his channel on YouTube.
Please share us.
He does amazing things for pool. Ramin has not won yet. The score right now is 5-2. So that match is not done yet. Sean says, "I'm not out yet. Don't count me out."
I like the way that action goes. Just for my friends and fans, please share this. I mean, Daniel does an amazing amount. Share his boost, share his boost, share his post, share everything about it. He does a fantastic amount for promoting pool.
Absolutely.
So please support Daniel.
Yeah, the commentary is definitely not as good when you're talking into a phone.
Especially when it's just me. I mean, because we have this wonderful woman here talking about pool, and then you got me.
I gotta have something to balance it out, you know?
Ish.
Just taking a second to read through the chat, see what's going on in there. And Ramin is at the table, and he only had the 8 and 9 left last rack and didn't get out, which gave Sean the opportunity to make it 5-2. So Ramin's still on the heel, shooting, trying to win this match.
I have to say, I like Chris's action from here.
Yeah.
Because he plays solid. He's got a strong game, and he's good from where you shouldn't be good, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can take and make something out of nothing.
Absolutely, that's what I meant by that. Chris plays really solid pool.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about like a run-of-the-mill player. We're talking about a top-notch player in Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris is a great player. And I love Chris's game.
Well, and his game has gone up quite a bit since he got rid of the outside additives.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I know he stopped drinking. He spent a lot more time.
Yes, yes. And I cannot talk to any of that because I still drink and have a little bit and partake.
And Sean, I didn't even bring my cues with me, so maybe I would have to go home and come back. So we'll see. I can't give anybody the 7-ball. I don't.
You can give me the 7-ball.
You can give me the 7-ball.
I don't even play anymore.
Neither do I.
Ish.
Ish. Yeah, very ish. You
So-
just played in the Dock Hill.
So by the way,
I didn't play in the Dock Hill last weekend. You played in the Dock Hill last weekend.
All right, so
I'll give you the 7-ball.
I'll take it.
Was
that to me or Jack? Oh, I don't get the 7-ball. Jack gets the 7-ball.
I'm not sure exactly who that was to, but all of a sudden we got the dirty truth.
I won't give it to Jeff Gray, though.
Yeah.
Am I correct? That was a dirty truth.
It was the dirty truth.
So Chris has an easy 7, 8, 9 here to take the lead, and I believe it'll be Chris's break after that. So if he wins this, he will definitely have the advantage. Anytime you can win on either person's rack, you're going to have an advantage.
It should be one.
Jack's talking about his next shot, and he didn't get it. He got jacked. So no more shots for Jack.
We have skilled people in the room. We have skilled people in the room.
Ben says we both got the 7. Ben, I need more than the 7 from you. Sorry.
Yeah, Ben?
Yeah.
Really?
All right, Jeff, you got the 8.
I'll take like the 7 with like break ball in hand. That's I think that's our game.
I'm assuming Ben's
I
spotting us
can't let you break.
I'm assuming Ben's spotting us a break because we all know that Ben has the second best break in the world.
Yeah, there's no way I'm letting him break if I'm playing him.
No.
I mean,
no.
When you talk about how good it is that much, you know it's got to scare people. So you're kind of killing your own action, telling everybody, you know, posting all those videos of how amazing your breaks are.
Just because you teach people at $20 a clip, that how you're going to teach them and how you're going to break.
Yeah.
We're still going to let you spot us.
Yes.
Because your break's so good.
I can't let it get any better, so that just means you have to give me the breaks. So this was Chris's break. He made 2 balls. Yeah, he made 2 balls. The 2's hanging in the hole. I don't see a whole lot of trouble this rack. This may be a quick rack to put Chris on the hill. We'll see what happens. And then let me stand up and see what's going on with Ramin. Ramin has a 7 and a 9 ball left to win this match.
Which table are you talking about there?
He made the 7 and he scratched. So it's now going to be 5-3.
So
Ramin over Sean.
That's table 2. We
that
got
is
Ray
table 2, yeah.
We got Ray Skinador over here in the corner.
Yeah, Martin Bick is up 3-1 over there. John Lalo's up 3-1 over Ken Sarge Islesworth. And again, Ramin trying to find a way to lose. This is the second game where he's had 2 balls left and has given the game to Sean. So score on that match is 5-3. Oh yeah.
Geraldine's gonna sit here.
Mm-hmm.
got to say this is a fantastic opportunity because I get to share the airtime with a wonderful women's player. I mean, Stacy doesn't give herself acclaim as much as she is, but Stacy is a wonderful women's player, and so she knows the game, she understands the game, she plays the game. She beats me most of the time we ever play, but this is a fantastic opportunity. This game, this format is awesome.
Sorry, guys, had to
No worries.
take a work text message.
Sorry, I actually drank some of your soda. My bad.
That's okay.
I've been accused of better in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
Don't worry, Daniel drank some of it too. It's everybody's soda.
It's not as like we have a good time here.
All right, so Chris has made some pretty quick work of this table. He's got the 7, 8, 9 left, and this will put him on the hill. But it will also be
this shot
the next break is Joe's.
This shot would put him on the hill. But honestly, this is a hell of a break. I mean, you're looking
Yeah.
at the way he got out here.
Yeah,
This is
and he
good
played
shape.
this well. He'll
This
come.
is good form and good shape.
He'll go make the 8 on the side, go long rail, short rail, long rail, 3 rails around for shape on the 9. We got Ken won a game against John, so that score is now John Lalo 3 to Sarge 2. Martin Bick still up 3-1 over local pool celebrity Ray Skinnendor. And
You say Skinnendor or Skinnendor?
Skinnendor.
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 Yeah, there's 2 N's in
And
there.
it's not our fault that he is such a good guy.
Yeah, no.
Can I put that out there that Ray is one of those guys, seriously. I love him to death. When anything comes up, any questions or anything like that, he is out there. He's doing whatever he can. I mean, obviously, October 1st, he was there handing out water. Ray was doing everything he can for anybody he can. I love Ray. He's an awesome guy. So Joe had a good break there. Solid break. But Chris is back at the table.
And it looks like he should be able to make pretty quick work at this rack, too. He got good shape on the 2. The 3's in front of the hole. There's really no trouble balls.
I think he likes his outs.
Yeah.
His outs look good.
Yeah.
Let's see if he performs as well as his table looks.
Brian, I don't mean to call it early, but I did say I liked Chris in this match.
I don't have an issue with it, but I like Chris. And that Chris is a good dude. He really is a good dude.
He is.
That's an official statement, by the way. Chris is a good dude.
So, Sean, I play with an Ariel Carmelli, one of a kind made in 2004. It's Snakewood, Coca-Cola, sterling silver. Makes me happy. I've been playing with it for over 10 years. It could be, I wouldn't say it's jinxed yet because he's still shooting. So,
That's right. I like your reaction.
So we got Ramin at the table again, still on the hill against Sean. He is hooked, so we'll see what he does with that. Martin Bick and Ray Skinador has been a safety battle. Those games have been taken quite a while. They've been going back and forth, hooking each other. Chris left himself a good shot on the 7. Chris is just taking some time to figure out where he wants everything and make sure that he gets it where he wants it so that he can end this match. You definitely don't want to let somebody back in.
Exactly. That's the worst part about playing pool is you need to close out a match.
Yeah.
Close out a match.
Yeah.
Put your foot down and let them know that they don't have a chance. And that's the hardest part about pool. That is the hardest part about pool, is letting people know that they just are done.
Yeah.
He's making it hard for me to say that.
Oh, come on, Billy. Don't root against him.
I'm not rooting against him. He's
no.
making it hard for me to say that.
Billy in the chat. Billy called Joe as the winner of this match, and I called Chris.
Yeah.
He was a little bit straight in. He was on the rail, but he made it. Shooting the 9 now. We'll see how it works. He is out.
Yeah, it's money. That's
money. There was no commentator's jinx.
Dude, it's almost like I didn't even say he kicked a 15-yard field goal. Money.
It was local versus local. Chris won. And next matchup is going to be James Harling, otherwise known as Dancer. He used to be a local, and he's been living in Montana for a couple of years. So he's nicknamed Dancer because he's a boxer. He's been a boxer his whole life, and now he works in the mines out in Montana.
That might be the best name I've ever heard.
Especially because he's like 6'5" and built like a linebacker, and his nickname is Dancer.
Because seriously, that is correct.
Yeah.
He's built like Mike Singletary, and he's better. Yes.
Yeah. So we have him versus Don McClellan from La Habra, California. Not really a whole lot of updates on the other matches, except Ramin is continuing to let Sean in. He was up 5-1. He's now up 5-4.
5-4.
And I believe, if I'm not correct, this is Sean's break. So Sean has a chance to break and run and make this hill-hill. Ramin will have the hill-hill break.
So
John Lalo.
Are we on table 3 here or table 4?
Table 3 is John Lalo versus Sarge. John just won another game. He is up 4-2.
Right.
John is one of our California players that comes out and supports every year. He's from Ventura. Sarge is a local player here. And then
we've all heard of Sarge.
Martin and Ray, still 3-1. Like I said, those games have been taking a little bit longer. Both of those players tend to take a little bit more time between each shot. Ray is known as a very deliberate player, and
I'm not upset with that.
After watching Martin play, I can see that he would fall into that same category. And yes, if I ever see Scott play in one pocket, if I bet on other people, which I don't, but if I did, I would probably bet on Scott every time.
Yeah, Scott plays pretty good one pocket. We're talking Scott Frost.
Yeah, Billy was talking about him in the chat.
Yeah. Scott plays a pretty solid game at one pocket.
Yeah, he's definitely better at one pocket than he is rotation games.
You're one of the best one pocket players in the world.
Yeah, rotation is not his strongest game. One pocket's definitely his strongest game. I'm not saying that he's bad at rotation by any means, but but one pocket is his gift.
One pocket is his game.
Yeah. Yep.
And that is a true fact.
Let me interrupt both of you because I got to cut this recording.
Yep.
So if you guys are watching on YouTube, stay tuned or look for the next match, Don McClellan versus